Hello, friends, and welcome to the Monday Devotional. Um, I hope that this finds you all well, healthy, and staying safe. I know that in these strange days that we are walking through, our minds are um, maybe obsessed a little bit about how we can stay healthy and safe, not only for ourselves, but also for um, the sake of those that we love. I am preparing myself, staying safe and healthy for a visit that I hope to make to um, with my mother, to see my mother for a week, that first week in July. And so I'm trying to stay very safe and protected um, against the coronavirus. But there are also other things that we are protecting ourselves from in these days. Um, Things like doubt and fear, um, and any number of things that you might be able to think of, things that you are protecting yourselves self from in these days that are unique to your own life. I have been thinking of ways that we find this protection and wondered how you might be surrounding yourselves with resources that remind you of your strength. Um, I've also been thinking of a wonderful prayer that was composed by St. Patrick in the year 433 AD. He was traveling with a group of men to the king's court, and he was going there to share Christianity with the king. And it was during this time, as they were traveling, they realized that there was an ambush that was trying to harm him and his group. And so, as they traveled, as they marched, they sang the deer's cry. And those who were hiding and waiting to attack them saw not men walking along, but actually what they saw was a gentle doe followed by 20 fawns. This miracle saved Patrick and his men, and the story is known by several names. One is the deer's cry, another is Loricai, and another you may have heard of is the breastplate of St. Patrick, which is another version of the prayer. It's a beautiful prayer celebrating a God who lives with us all, guiding us and sheltering us and strengthening us through all creation. I'd like to share that prayer with you now. I arise today through the strength of heaven, light of the sun, splendor of fire, speed of lightning, swiftness of the wind, depth of sea, stability of the earth, firmness of the rock. I arise today through God's strength to pilot me, God's might to uphold me, God's wisdom to guide me, God's eye to look before me, God's ear to hear me, God's words to speak for me, God's hand to guard me, God's way to lie before me, God's shield to protect me, God's hosts to save me afar and anear, alone or in a multitude. Christ, shield me today against wounding. Christ with me, Christ before me, Christ behind me, Christ in me, Christ beneath me, Christ above me, Christ on my right, Christ on my left, Christ when I lie down, Christ when I sit down, Christ in the heart of everyone who thinks of me, Christ in the mouth of everyone who speaks of me, Christ in the eye that sees me, Christ in the ear that hears me. I arise today through the mighty strength of the Lord of creation. These beautiful words can become a source of strength and a reminder of God's mysterious ways, especially through creation. I want to leave you with one more familiar word of protection. This comes from Psalm 91 and from this book that I love so much called Psalms for Praying by Nan Merrill. Listen to these words, adapted for our ears, but from the psalmist. Those who dwell in the shelter of infinite light, who abide in the wings of infinite love, will raise their voices in praise. My refuge and my strength, in you alone I will trust. For you deliver me from the webs of fear, from all that separates and divides. You protect me as an eagle shields its young. Your faithfulness is sure, like an arrow set upon the mark. I will not fear the shadows of night, nor the confusion that comes by day, nor the dreams that awaken me from sleep, nor the daily change that life brings. Though 1,000 may deride this radical trust, 10,000 laugh as I seek to do your will. Yet I will surrender myself to you, abandoning myself into your hands without reserve. For you have sent your angels to watch over me, to guide me in all my ways. On their hands they will bear me up, lest I dash my foot against a stone. Though I walk among those who roar like the lion, or are as stealthy as the adder, in your strength I will be saved. Because you cling to me in love, I will deliver you. I will protect you, you who call upon my name. When you call to me, I will answer to you. I will be with you in times of trouble. I will rescue you and reverence your life. All through the years, I will dwell in your heart as loving companion presence forever. Amen.